This is a 2018 Subaru Forester, guys. One of my pals at work. Air conditioning is inoperative, so confirmed the complaint, of course, initially. It is inoperative, no cooling. However, the clutch would still engage. So hooked up my recovery machine there, and I recovered all of 50 grams from the system. It's just under 400 is the spike there, as you can see, 375. So yeah, nothing but vapor pressure in the system, so no surprise it wasn't doing any cooling. Discharge in the suction lines here on the compressor. Didn't really show any real signs of leakage at all. Pressurized it to do a tightness test, of course, pressurized the system, and there was minuscule bubbles on my bubble fluid, you know, when I was checking the joint. So I thought it was prudent to change the O-rings. I changed both O-rings. I changed both O-rings on the liquid line, and sorry, the discharge line and the liquid line on the condenser as well. I thought that was prudent because I could see tiny bubbles there as well. Tiny bubbles, but it did look like it was leaking. So I've been pulling this down for about 20 minutes now. It is going down slowly, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. The tightness test, the decay was minuscule. So yeah, it has a leak. It had a leak for sure. Does it still leak with the new O-rings? Difficult to say, but at least it's pulling, the vacuum is pulling down. And my decay tightness test, it dropped, what did it drop? 0.2 of a pound in about half an hour. But it is getting colder in my garage, so very difficult to say the state of tightness on the system, but time will tell. I put tracer dye in the system here, oil and tracer dye. So if it does have a reoccurrence, at least we'll have half a chance of actually locating the leak. So we'll see how it goes. 308 grams. Spec charge is 375 plus or minus 25. Clutch is operating. I've got a fan down there, just keeping some additional air over the condenser coil, you know. Simulates roughly 20 kilometers an hour. Yeah, I measured the wind speed. Boy. Plenty cool in here. Plenty. Let's go check the trend line. I've got the Bluetooth thermometer set up in the cabin. We can see the cooling from it actually being turned on. Cabin temperature is 17.8 degrees. You can see the trend line there. This is the temperature on this side, guys. This is actually this anemometer thermometer app that I'm using. So the temperature is actually on this side. It's in Celsius, and it's still dropping. Nice. A couple of minutes later, there, guys. 16.8 in the cabin. Ambient temperature in my garage, 26 degrees. Reasonable humidity tonight, actually, so it's actually a quite nice evening. There's the pressures, guys. On the low side, that seems like quite high pressure to me. I'm not familiar with the Subarus. Significantly higher than the Suzuki SX4, that's for certain. A bit higher than I was expecting, but seems to be performing just fine. I'll check a few of the joints that I actually did change the O-rings on with the ultraviolet light, but it's only been running a short time. I don't expect to see any tracer dye, even if it was leaking. Boy, like a meat locker in there. Did change both Schrader valves, so just you know, when you're all said and done, just make sure you leak check them before you put the caps on, of course, that you've cleaned. So let me just give you an idea how vivid this tracer die is here. Check my 2 joints, compressor on there. Look how vivid this is. There's just a little dot tracer die on the manifold there.